Good afternoon, Jason Fraser, Principal. It is Friday, 3rd of July. I hope yourself and all your family are safe and well and have stayed safe and well through this very unusual period. I thought it was important to speak to you, to catch you up today, just to give you an update on where we are currently with planning our return to school. We are heading towards the 17th of July, which would have represented the end of our summer term, believe it or not. So just want to reassure you about what we're doing and what our intentions are for the autumn. Key messages then would be, we are looking forward very much to bringing all our children back to school. We've missed their energy. It's been great to connect with them in a different way virtually, but getting our school back to what we recognise is what we're looking to do. We received guidance yesterday from government around how to reopen schools and what the expectations and what the requirements will be. And every school in the country has received that. So we're currently working on the very fine details of how to do it. What is best for our school, what is best for our community, our parents and our children, our families. I want to reassure you that everything we're doing has three real guiding principles. One, as you'd expect, is absolutely safety, to bring everybody back into a very safe environment and to keep it safe. We're looking at continuity of education. We know we need to realign some of our teaching. We've had gaps in education for some children, and there's a lot of different gaps there depending on who the child is and how old they are. So getting continuity back in education and reconnecting people is key to our planning. And the third thing would be that we are phasing our return to school, getting it back in as quickly as possible, but in the right way, so that we understand what the gaps are and what support is required for each individual child. Okay, so there are three parts to my message this afternoon. I want to talk to you about connecting with some parent and family voice, so hearing what the community thinks around return. I want to quickly look at Year 11 and Results Day and the proposals for an autumn exam series and what that might mean for children. And then I want to talk to you so that you're very clear about what our communication schedule will be. When will you receive messages around what is happening next? So let's take the first one then, and it's parent, carers, community voice. And there's two parts to this particular aspect. We're going to send a survey out today. It's a very simple survey, and you can return that to us on any device. There'll be questions on there and space for comments around how our provision has been for you during lockdown, and then as importantly, if not more importantly, your perspectives on the return to school. How do you feel about that? How does your child feel about that? Now that's going to be open to everybody. What I'm then doing is I'm creating a limited number of slots for families across the community to speak directly to me next week. So a form of consultation with our community. Now, if you wish to do that, you can contact the school on 660 880, or you can email into the help desk. You will be then made aware of what slots are available and we'll fit you in. Should you not be able to get the slot you want, I'm sure now, the way we're all used to working very differently, we can connect in some way next week. Okay. So hopefully you will choose to take a consultation slot and talk to me directly. And we can do that in three different ways. We can have a safely, socially distanced meeting in the building, if that suits you. If you are comfortable working on Zoom or Teams, as many of us have done, we can connect virtually. And I'm absolutely willing to come out to wherever you live in the town and we can have a conversation on your driveway, should that work for you also. It is a 10-15 minute window really, so that I can take the temperature across the community and feed that back in as we put our future plans together. Okay, so that's the survey, that's parent voice, that's community voice. Let's think for a minute about Year 11 results. Now really this is just to signpost how we're going to talk to you about that. We will write to you over the next week with what our arrangements will look like. So Thursday the 20th of August is the day that's penned nationally for results. That's a long way away, and given the movement around society at the moment, who knows what may be occurring in the wider country. If we are open as normal and society continues to open up, then you will be sent a staggered time slot and you can come in and collect your results physically, and then any information about your next step. If, for example, we would be in a lockdown situation or a local lockdown situation, then we would send your results to you remotely, and we would send information to you remotely. It will be in one of those two ways on Thursday the 20th of August. Further to that, we will give you more information about the proposed exam series in the autumn, guidance around that and guidance around what to do should you be unhappy with any of your grades will follow. So we'll get all the information to you and we'll show you what to do should you need to engage with that in any way. The most important thing is we are here to support you with your next step post 16 into college or apprenticeships or whatever route you have chosen. Okay, so that's results day. Now this ties a little bit into our communication schedule as well. So I told you that we are working on our return to school model. I'm going to release our plan for return on Monday the 13th of July. And part of that is we are going to work through as a senior team and snag and test our models as much as we can. And at the same time, as I'm offering to come out and talk to people in the community, we're going to take on board everybody's view so that we know we are doing the right thing by everybody who relies on us for their education. In addition to that, on the 15th, there'll be a more traditional end of term letter that will give wider information about arrangements for the autumn. What's different this year and what's additional is that there'll be a further point of communication in the middle of August. So in the same week of results, we will be open and we will be looking at any changes in society and if we have to adapt any of our plans. As simply as possible, at the end of July, we will be closing the school and telling you it will be one of two models that your child will be coming back to. And then in August, it will be confirming which of those models we intend to open so that you can see the decisions we make around getting everybody back in, just how it will work logistically for everybody. Okay. So August letter, August video message. Also, again, confirming to people at the same time the type of Year 11 results experience. So that's the basic communication schedule. Now, hopefully communications have been working well for you and that you feel informed and in the loop. We have communicated on many different platforms now than we've done before, and I consider that to be a strength. So hopefully you feel like you are connected to what the school is doing and where it's going. Okay, so summary, what have I talked about? We've talked about wanting to bring everybody back in safely. I'm asking for parent and carer and family voice on how. There is an opportunity in that to discuss it directly with me. I've told you about our communications timeline, and I've told you about the very basics of results day. So before I go then, I hope you continue to stay safe. We've remained open every day since March the 20th. Maybe your children have been some of the children that have accessed this provision. We've had Year 10 in this week and we will take Year 10 through to the end of term, and that's been an incredibly positive experience. I hope that Show My Homework and the live learning events are working with you. Should you be having any trouble whatsoever accessing that type of provision, you must let us know, because I think that virtual teaching is part of our package as we go past COVID and into a very bright future. Please be reassured that safety is the ultimate consideration and that we have a very clear view of how to get children back in. It just needs refining so that it suits everybody and every agenda. Okay, so we continue to move forward. We'll continue to create opportunities for our children to support our community and to move forward with courage in everything we do, constantly promoting our values. Look forward to speaking to you again very soon, and hopefully look forward to seeing you in the autumn term. So look after yourselves, take care, and I'll speak to you very soon. Thank you very much.